Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. We're talking about marketing from around the country. And today we're staying in Florida down to Miami with Alex Sidorenkov from Wellness Clinic Marketing. And Alex, welcome to the conversation today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So you've been involved in marketing for a while. Obviously, you have a specific focuses in what you're doing. Why don't you tell us how you got started in the industry and about the launch and what you're doing with Wellness Clinic Marketing?
So back in 2004, I was doing marketing at that moment, and I got stumbled by the book of Anti-Aging Revolution. And I got really fascinated by the fact that we can extend human life with regenerative medicine. And I really got into it with an idea of helping as many people as possible to improve their health. And down the line, I decided to merge together my skill for marketing with my passion for anti-aging medicine. And I formed a marketing company, and I started helping medical practices get in front of potential patients and introduce to them those anti-aging treatments. Because with that concept, I knew I would be able to touch more people through medical practices than I would do just on my own. And that's how really the agency started, with two passions combined together.
And that brings a lot of energy. It's something that you really want to do, and a focus and making sure this message is getting out to people. So, which is a fantastic way to get started and continue working. But what was the secret sauce? What were you providing your clients with to really get their message out and get the response they're looking for from their audience?
So my original education is in computer science and engineering. So when I came to the United States about 28 years ago, I started looking into marketing and diving into Google specifically. I got really fascinated by how a search engine works. And I was able to find an original dissertation of Sergey Page on how search engines are built. I learned how to really navigate in the search engine technology and how to rank people on Google #1. That really was my secret sauce, knowing how to get the top position on Google for the search terms that potential patients are looking for when they're looking for the provider. And I was able to help medical practices get on top of the Google. That's where they get the most of attention. And this way they get leads and patients.
Yeah, that is extremely powerful. The power to get on top of the page of Google and to be found as people are doing simple searches, not even the deep searches, is it's something that a lot of businesses strive for and want, and having the right person to be able to help them get it is extremely important. Google obviously changes their algorithm over the course of time, wherever it seems fit to them. And so things change over the course of time as well for your clients. So what do you see over the next couple of years as some of the evolution of what you're doing for your clients to make sure that their message is getting out there and they're being found?
So what I noticed by working specifically with one niche, with one industry, is I really understand what are the challenges a medical practice are going through. What do they really need to success? Because it's the one thing that put them on top of the Google and have a prospective patient call in. That's the one thing, it's great. But then the next thing is, how do they convert that prospect from a lead to a consultation, and from the consultation to a patient? So by analyzing this entire lead flow process, I identified, okay, there is a problem here between taking the lead and selling them. So we developed our proprietary software technology where all the leads are going into the system, and the system does an automation by nurturing those prospects, educating them on procedures, educating them on the medical practice, on doctors, and warm them up for to being easy converted. So we kind of merged together marketing and a little bit of a beginning of a sales process there. Moving forward now, I'm identifying the next possible solution for providers. For example, no-shows and getting patients prepared for the appointment with reminders, and even scheduling those appointments too. Because when you start getting a large volume of leads coming into the medical practice, it becomes very difficult for a salesperson to really follow up with all of them. So now we're looking into artificial intelligence, which we already brought into our technology. The Google already developed the software where the artificial intelligence communicates with the prospect through chat, and it It knows what the schedule of the medical practice, where available spots are, and it communicates to the prospect, hey, we have those dates and times available. Which one would you like to select? And they select and right through the mobile phone. Appointment is scheduled. Next thing is appointment reminder campaign begins, and it's sort of following up with the prospect. So that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this way of closing the loop from positioning a medical practice on top of the Google, then generating leads, bringing leads into the system, let system nurture them. And now the next step is for system to schedule those appointments with prospects when they're trying to communicate after hours, on the weekends, when there is nobody at the office ready to take the phone call or communicate with the prospect. So by closing this loop a little bit closer to actual sale itself, I'll be able to help our potential clients even further.
It really is important to help find the gaps and where the issues are with clients. And you really found a very powerful concept because they are skilled in being doctors and the staff they bring in are skilled in the medical profession. But sales is really what their business is. You got to bring those prospects and those patients in on a regular basis. So having those tools that you're providing really is of utmost importance to them. And we thank you so much for sharing that with us and sharing that with your clients and really and thank you for really providing this great success for your clients and the strengthening of marketing. So we thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us as well. Alex really, go back to the word secret sauce. He figured out what the needs are for these medical clients and had some really great answers for them that really help business get generated. Find out more here on Daily Ad Brief about Wellness Clinic Marketing. But go and have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.